My husband and I have seen the picture a million times. The insane turquoise water, the sizzling street tacos, the beaches that look like they're from another planet. After 26 years of building a life in South Florida, we are thinking about answering the call and moving to Mexico. We are originally from the northern part of Mexico, so we know the country. But Cancun is a completely different beast. We are coming for the insane weather, the easy flight back to our family and businesses. But as we get serious about retiring here, the real questions are popping up. The hardest part isn't just coming back to a county we left ages ago. It's surviving the massive gap between the Cancun you see on Instagram and the reality of living here 24/7. The dream is real, but I'm here to tell you that it comes with a crazy price tag and headaches you'll never see in a travel brochure. Let's just get this out of the way. Cancun is an absolutely incredible place to start our next chapter. Waking up to the tropics with the Caribbean Sea as our backyard is an insane pull. But the fantasy of being on vacation forever slams into the real world and slams it into it very fast. You still have to do your laundry. You still have to pay your bills. And we're learning that mañana can mean tomorrow, next week, or literally never. So moving back isn't just changing our addresses. It's like we have to completely rewire our brains after decades in the US. All the little things that are charming when you're a tourist, they're just changed. The all-inclusive vibe, the super relaxed pace of life become an absolutely nightmare when you're just trying to get something done. And look, we are not complaining whatsoever. This is the 100% unfiltered truth we're uncovering. The real magic of living here isn't about escaping our problems. It's about learning to dominate a different set of them. And for us, that all starts with the one thing that you all want to know about: the money. So can you really live like a king here for just pennies a day? Let's destroy that myth right now. While our money definitely goes further in Mexico, Cancun is one of the most expensive cities to live in because it's so popular. Let's talk numbers. Because our research was insane. If we will started looking for an apartment, we will had a heart attack. If we want to live in a modern neighborhood popular with expats, you're paying anywhere from $700 to $900 a month for just one bedroom. If you want a two-bedroom closer to the beach, well, you're looking between $1,200 to $1,800. And if you want that prime, wake up and see the ocean kind of view, 30 to 50% premium on top of that. It is crazy for Mexico. But there's a flip side. Our grocery bill for two will only be around $350 a month, and we could eat like royalty. Tons of fresh fruits and vegetables and local meats. A mind-blowing meal at a local spot can cost you about $10. High-speed internet, which is shockingly reliable here, is only $25 a month. Utilities run between $55 and $150 a month. And that only because in the summer, the AC becomes the third member of your family. So what's the grand total for a couple to live a comfortable but not crazy lifestyle? You need to budget between $2,000 and $3,000 a month. It is not the dirt cheap fantasy some people sell you, but for the money, you get quality of life that will be impossible to afford back in Florida. The neighborhood you pick in Cancun will literally make or break your life here. Most tourists only ever seen the Zona Hotelera or Hotel Zone, which is a 14-mile-long island of resorts, fancy malls, and nightclubs. Living there is easy with perfect beaches and everything you need, but it is a bubble. It is a world built for tourists only, and the prices are insane. For the authentic life we're looking for, you have to look at El Centro, the downtown area. This is where we think we'll find our ultimate sweet spot. Areas like Avenida Guayacán and Super Manzana 15 seems to have the perfect mix of local life and modern comforts. We'll still be just short drive from the beach, but we'll be surrounded by unbelievable local restaurants, markets, and a real community. This is where you hear more Spanish and the price of a coconut magically drops in half. Then you have the super high-end areas like Puerto Cancun, which is it has its own marina and luxury condos. That brings up another next big challenge. Do we buy a property where you can rent out on Airbnb for a massive profit, or do we buy into a managed community where you cannot do short-term rentals? The key is realizing Cancun is a bunch of different worlds, and finding the right one is everything. Everything. Our biggest piece of advice is explore these areas for yourself before you even think about buying. Cancun has a huge and super active expat community, which is both a total lifesaver and a dangerous trap. As Mexicans who've lived abroad forever, we are in a very crazy position. In one hand, linking up with other Americans retirees is an amazing support system. We, as proud members of the 55 plus community in the US, so we get how valuable it is to have people who've already figured everything out. But it will be dangerously easy to get stuck in the expat bubble. We could miss out on everything that makes being home in Mexico so incredible. So here is our mission. We will be intentional. We'll join the expat Facebook groups, go to their meetups 100%, but we'll also reconnect with our roots. We'll use our Spanish, support local businesses, and talk to our neighbors. The real win for us will be finding the perfect balance where we can go to American style barbecue with our friends on Saturdays and then get invited to a family carne asada by our local friends on Sundays. If you are getting value from this unfiltered honesty, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. It tells me that you want more videos just like this one, and I promise you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now I have a challenge for you. Drop a comment below. What is the number one thing about moving to another country that scares you the most? I promise I read every single one. All right, let's talk about the final boss battle of moving to Mexico, the bureaucracy. This part requires a deep breath and an insane amount of patience. Now, we as Mexican citizens have a different journey. But for our friends moving from the US or Canada, this is a nightmare they face. Most people can enter on a visitor's permit, the FMM, for up to 180 days. It used to be automatic, but now an immigration officer decides how long you get it. It's a great way to test the waters, but you cannot renew it. If you want to actually live here, you have to apply for a temporary residency visa. This is a two-part challenge. First, you apply to a Mexican consulate outside of Mexico. You have to prove you can support yourself. The numbers change, but right now, that means proving a monthly income of roughly $4,400 or having savings balances about $73,000. That is a huge hurdle. Once you get that visa, a 30-day clock starts the second you land in Mexico. You have to race to a local immigration office to get your official residence card. This part is slow and confusing. Trust me, our friend says hiring an immigration lawyer is money well spent. It is a rite of passage. And that day you finally get the card, it feels like you finally won the game. Thinking about packing your bags for Cancun? Hit the link in the description for my full relocation guide. It's got all the legal stuff covered so you don't end up lost in translation. Check it out. After all the budget math, the paperwork nightmare, and the shock of coming home after so long, is moving to Cancun actually worth it? The 100% honest answer is that's why we're here to find out. If we come here expecting a perfect problem-free utopia, we will be incredibly disappointed. There will be days when the humidity is crashing, the bureaucracy feels designed to break you, and when you'll miss the simple convenience of Florida. But if you come here with an open mind and a real sense of adventure, you will find something truly special here. You can build a life that's more vibrant and more connected than you can ever imagine. We get to live in a place where world-class beaches are our weekend plans. The food is a constant adventure and the culture is unbelievably welcoming. The unfiltered truth is that moving to Cancun isn't about trading your problems for a life with no problems at all. It's about trading them for a different and honestly a much more interesting set of challenges. And for us, the payoff, the sun, the sea, the people, and the new quality of life in our home country will be worth every single headache. It's not just a beautiful place to visit, it's a beautiful place to build our next chapter.